It's a last tango in Paris for the 2023 Rugby World Cup. South Africa against New Zealand. Who will stand alone as the four-time world champion?
Interesting there, straight to exit and sideline. No box kicks, no up and under. Damian Willemse.
South Africa gap.
Very precise there.
So a first line out for the All Blacks. Brought down well. Here's Richie Mo'unga. From Jordie Barrett to Mark Talia. Brother Beauden, now Will Jordan needs just one try to break the World Cup tournament try-scoring record. He's on 8 currently. And there's another kick to touch from Damian Willemse.
With just a little hint of what the All Blacks want to do early on. Sideline to sideline, get it to space. Will Jordan has played fullback for a lot of his career, can kick. Probably does not his best one that time.
All Black line-out is the best of all teams at this Rugby World Cup. 98%.
Good contest.
Contested there by the Springboks, but New Zealand bring it down. Out the back from Mo'unga to nobody at all, and Kurtley Arendse tries to hack it forward. Alert to the danger is Cody Taylor.
Back you go now.
Ardie Savea, his first carry of the World Cup final. Been shortlisted for World Rugby Player of the Year.
And use it.
There's an injury in back play. Bongi Mbonambi, the Springbok hooker, is on the ground and he has not got up. New Zealand have won the ball back with the kick chase. Mo'unga's hit hard by Eben Etzebeth in midfield. It's all going on here early on in the final. South Africa playing with 14. Can New Zealand take advantage? Is Tyrell Lomax the tight head prop?
You're perfectly legal. We'll go back for the knock-on.
So there was a knock-on from South Africa, so New Zealand will set a scrum, and there might be a delay here with Mbonambi there. You can see on the right of shot getting some attention.
He has not moved, and it looks like his knee as well. Hopefully he is okay. He's been a massive contributor this campaign. Cody Taylor goes across field, and I think just here in the act, just a twist. Is that around the neck or shoulder area?
Okay, 1 second.
Shannon Frizzell.
Yeah, he's gone backwards all the time.
The television match official tonight is
hooker, so
Tom Foley.
Time is off. Thank you. Yeah. Time's off, just make sure he's okay. Yeah, take your time. Talk to me if you
Tell you what, there was a massive shot from Eben Etzebeth on Richie Mo'unga.
Okay, thank you.
So shots fired early on by both sides.
And there's Dion Fourie up on his feet already. He came on as a flanker in the semi-final, made a big impact, but he did start his career as a hooker. He's wearing the number 16 shirt tonight.
Okay, Barnsley,
here comes the check.
He rolls and drops his weight onto the lower leg of South Africa 2. Your first angle will be the best angle.
Thank you. So first question is if it's foul play. So the player can roll a player, but what they can't do is drop their weight onto a player's leg.
Exactly. Your replay's coming now, Gonzi.
Still got nothing on the screen.
Coming now.
Shannon Frizzell,
okay,
number
so
6.
Play over the ball. Number 6 drops his weight onto the leg, so that is foul play. That's not an attempt to roll. So we do have foul play. Do we agree with that?
Agreed.
Okay. And he's dropped his weight onto an exposed leg, so minimum yellow card threshold is met. Yep.
Agreed.
Okay, we all agree.
Well, that is just the start that the All Blacks didn't want. Inside 2.5 minutes, Shannon Frizzell is sent to the sin bin, and it's on review.
We'll just wait for him. Yeah.
And here's a call for the skipper, Kolisi. Do you go to the corner or do you take guaranteed points? Handré Pollard, ball in hand. Remember, the All Blacks are a forward down, so they'll be exposed come line-out time and the drive. If South Africa want to take that.
And New Zealand's discipline has not been as good as South Africa's of late. That's their 10th yellow in their last 18 test matches. South Africa just the 1 yellow card this entire tournament.
Pollard shaping for the corner.
He's got the kicking tee in his hand.
Yeah. You go for goal, mate? Go for goal. Time on, please.
And there you go. Handré Pollard who's kicked 14 straight successful kicks inside this stadium, hasn't missed at the World Cup yet. And by his standards, this is fairly straightforward. Andre Pollard has the first points of the World Cup final. South Africa lead New Zealand by 3 points to 0.
And what a start for South Africa. Only minutes, and there's the indiscretion, there's the penalty and yellow card for the All Blacks, and 3 points early on, and he does not look good, Numbi. This is a shame for the hooker.
And obviously just
seeing the change happen right now. Deon Fourie has come onto the field, and Numbi off the field now.
I have stopped the watch.
Oh, he's heartbroken, gives everything for that jersey. That man has been the skipper during this tournament as well. Big shame.
So the All Blacks will need to weather the storm here, playing with 14 for another 9 minutes at least.
And use it.
That yellow card will remain yellow while they look at it at the bunker across town at Roland Garros. Here's Richie Mo'unga taking the high kick. Aaron Smith in his final test for the All Blacks gives it to the player he made his test debut with, Brodie Retallick. Beauden Barrett at first receiver to Adi Savia, double tackle on him.
And move.
Slow ball for New Zealand, but as long as they maintain possession, that won't bother them. Here's Mark Tillier. Broken more tackles than anybody at the tournament. Beauden Barrett to Ethan de Groot. This young loose head prop for the All Blacks.
No, you're pulling his shirt. Don't do that, please.
Beauden Barrett to Retallick again, puts the head down. De Groot again, puts the shoulder into Eben Etzebeth. Heavy contact.
Quarter. And use it, please. Just hold. Wait for the lift. Okay,
Aaron
let him
Smith.
go.
Will kick off the base. And the chase from Mark Tillier. Pollard's underneath it. And the Springbok fly half brings it down well. Jordie Barrett's careful there to make sure he doesn't put the hands too high. There's Deon Fourie, his first touch off the bench. He actually was converted from a hooker to a flanker whilst he was playing here in France for the Lyon club in the top 14, but he's very experienced in that position. Perhaps not at this level. Kurtley Ardensak climbed high for South Africa, just couldn't hold on. New Zealand have the ball back. Beauden Barrett. More kick meters than any player at the World Cup. That one for Damian Willemse to take. Good chase from Will Jordan. Here's Damian de Allende. Pollard dinks it over the top, intended for Cheslin Colby. Will Jordan tries to flick it to Beauden Barrett. Dangerous for New Zealand, this. Jordie Barrett turns up just in time.
Not now, second go.
Slippery ball tonight. It's been raining all day in Paris. Eased off for the moment, but still very damp on that surface. Here's Sam Cane, the captain.
Inside, Aaron, inside. And use it, please.
New Zealand slow it down once more. Aaron Smith again for Willemse. Has time there to take that and then try and launch something. Here's Pieter-Steph du Toit. Willemse again, dummies goes. Trying to find some gaps around the fringes there. Pollard now, cut out ball to Eben Etzebeth. Big carry for the big second rower. A yellow card from him and a try against Ireland in the quarterfinal. Here's
no obstruction, play on.
Kurtley Ardensak.
Don't go in there, there is a ruck.
Kitsoff. Ball's been in play here for over 3 minutes now. As Pollard goes high. Mo'unga's underneath it, can't take it. Jordie Barrett has it and hacks it over the sideline.
Good contest in the air.
Good contest, you heard the referee, but South Africa will throw to the lineout.
Yeah, thank you.
Let South Africa.
What stopped? What stopped? We got play
down to a tee. I like the option with the up and under. And the angle that's taken by Chesley Colby. And it's going to be a knock on, I think, from... Oh, Colby there, is it? With the left hand. Fell awkwardly, too.
Sorry, mate, I thought they're doing good after the clean field.
And watch Colby's...
It's actually a knock-on, fellas, so it's going to be your scrum, OK?
Right hand might have touched.
It's a knock-on in the air by...
I think that's a good spot. It'll be a New Zealand scrum. And that will help wind some more clock off this sim bin. We're still waiting for the decision of that review of the Frizzell yellow card.
Yeah, just getting down to 5 minutes there, as we can see
okay?
On the graphic for New Zealand. It's keeping ball in hand, trying to keep the tempo.
Of course.
This guy, so dangerous, but hopefully that's just a wind more than anything. He fell flat right on his back. But South Africa, where they want to be, good areas. 14 All Blacks back into the 22 would be a pressure scrum.
There is Shannon Frizzell.
Okay, thank you very much. Just you know,
awaiting
Sam, number
that
two's
review
actually
decision.
gone off as a tactical replacement at the moment, okay? Number two's gone off as a tactical replacement.
So just heard the referee's mic there.
He can come back on.
Bongi Mbonambi
He goes off as an injured player.
has been replaced tactically for the moment, not for injury.
Tactical replacement, not an injury. So he may return.
So there you go, he can come back onto the field. They are very adept at using their squad, South Africa, like no other team in the international game.
And that's what the coaching staff has spoken about, those brave selections. Gone 7-1, they have players that can play multiple positions, which gives them options.
Okay, it's the first
very
scrum,
smart.
So balance, but I want you scrummaging high. I want you scrummaging high.
First scrum, though, here we go. Time to get those shoulders warm and flex those muscles.
Perfect. Perfect. That's perfect. No, you stay there.
Well, the top two scrums you're looking at here at the Rugby World Cup.
Balance. Scrummage at good heights. Good heights.
South Africa are 100% on their own ball against France and England.
Watch it.
But they did cause New Zealand a lot of problems in that World Cup warm-up at Twickenham. 5 scrum penalties were conceded by the All Blacks on that night.
Set. Backwards.
7 forwards for the All Blacks. Ardie Savea does well, but it's loose for Aaron Smith. The little scrum half sets up a breakdown, and there's Rieko Ioane coming in to help out.
Okay, it's stuck in that.
Heavy contacts on Cody Taylor as he picks and goes.
Okay,
New Zealand will look for an exit here.
Use it, please.
Smith gets some protection from Scott Barrett.
Ball live, ball live, ball live.
It's a pretty good exit
ball live.
from that far corner. Such a tough place to get out of. So they'll take that, New Zealand.
Here's a line-out throw for Reeby, just chucks it straight to the man at the front, and here come the Springboks. It's Dale India in midfield. Big tackle on him from Ardie Savea, alongside his captain, Sam Cane. Look at those All Black forwards together.
Tackle is good.
Almost forming a maul before contact there.
Okay, just hold there. It was
Faf de Klerk
so
kicks
flying. In
the forward half. Mo'unga at fullback. Hit by Peter Steph du Toit, but he called the mark well.
10, please.
He's taken a couple of shots. The number 10 already.
And another
Always
step.
brave
Evan,
under those
2
high
steps.
balls, though.
Evan.
Will never shy away from it. Plays a lot in that sweeper role from their position defensively.
Ball's not out. Here's Willemse with the kick and chase. Mo'unga again, he's got a lot to do at the moment. Fly half, playing at the back. Does well on that occasion. Lomax, former rugby league player, runs into contact.
Okay, now everyone's off their feet. And use it, please.
Still no word on that review. The Frizzell yellow card. They're obviously looking at it very closely indeed. High kick for Chesley Colby. It's his 30th birthday tonight. He's kicked that, and it's fallen, perhaps fortunately, into the hands of Damian Willemse. And Beauden Barrett, beautiful hands, picks it up, one-handed, but he's put over the sideline by Creel.
Well, they got the momentum at the moment.
He was slightly in front.
That was a good tackle.
Touch, so no offence.
But Cheslin Colby, through that tackle, went off the side of his boot and ended up being a great kick pass. Gave Willemse some little bit of space, didn't it? I thought he might have passed it on the inside. He had numbers there too.
Receiver.
Still 15 on 14, of course. Trying to stretch this New Zealand defence. Beauden Barrett there in the nick of time.
Yeah, thank you.
Attacking line out for South Africa. Etzebeth wins it.
That is once
Well held, this driving maul at the moment from the All Blacks, but now a bit of momentum for the Springboks. Just 7 forwards, of course. Then it goes to ground. To Clerk off to Pieter-Steph du Toit. Sevilla's trying to cause some trouble at the breakdown. Here's Franco Mostert. Franz Malherbe. Stephen Kitsoff. At pace is Andre Pollard, the fly half. Still alive, Willemse. Here's Colby. Brilliant feet, you got to watch him put on the floor.
No tackle.
Good tackle from Scott Barrett. Malherbe again, piling on the pressure now, South Africa. Penalty Springboks.
You'll find Cody, but he's stopped the 9 getting to the ball to play it away quickly. You'll find, of course you can, of course you can.
OK, Barnsley, just to let you know the outcome on the yellow card.
OK, watch stopped a second, please, Fath. Yeah, go on, mate.
It'll remain as a yellow card.
Watch it,
He's not targeting the lower leg, but he falls onto the lower leg as part of the clear-out, OK?
Oh, OK, thanks. See ya. See ya. And just so you know, we've looked at that yellow card. It remains a yellow card. He's not targeting the leg. He's fallen onto it. OK, so it remains a yellow card. He's fallen onto it.
Well, there you have it. That is relief for Shannon Frizzell.
Thanks, mate.
And New Zealand. He will be allowed back onto the field shortly, but before that, Andre Pollard will kick at post once again.
And big relief too from the All Blacks, with South Africa potentially come away just with 3 points rather than 5 or 7.
Okay. But
desperate there. Great showmanship from Faf de Klerk. He could have easily got that ball, but that's why he's been brought on, the experience to milk that penalty.
Andre Pollard to continue his 100% kicking rate at this World Cup. No problem once again. South Africa lead New Zealand 6 points to 0.
Well, how much has that taken out of this All Black fitness? They've shown already in the quarterfinal as Shannon Frizzell's back onto the field that they can defend with 13 if need be. But discipline has to be at a premium.
Perfect.
Well, they did go down to 13 in that World Cup warm-up game. They ended up being on the end of their biggest ever test defeat, New Zealand. That was the problem that night, penalties and cards. They'll be hoping no more. His Dwayne Vermeulen could be his final test match for South Africa.
Inside, Faf. Inside.
38 years of age, he was the player of the final 4 years ago.
And use it.
De Klerk. That high left foot, Mo'unga again, he can't hold on. New Zealand go quickly. Thought that might have been a knock-on for Mo'unga, but New Zealand have possession. Jordie Barrett on the halfway line. Here's Cody Taylor, quick hands to Richie Mo'unga, and again to Lomax, and now Shannon Frizzell.
Was someone taken off the ball?
Fresh legs after 10 minutes in the sin bin. Penalty New Zealand.
Where he is.
You heard the voice of the TMO. Mark Talia taken late.
Well, taken out by Faf de Klerk. Took him without the ball, and it stopped the numbers being created from Shannon Frizzell, who was a bit passive into that contact as well. South Africa, a lot of hands on hips at the moment. Really looking for their second win.
Saw Jordie Barrett practicing these touch finders in the warm-up.
So watch it. So Tyrell gives the ball, and there's the player, Faf de Klerk, taking out Mark Talia.
Stay 2, Dion.
Watch Talia in these situations. Very good one off.
Lots of movement in that New Zealand line-out. Etzebeth almost stole it. Quick hands here for Jordie Barrett at pace, the inside centre. Here's Mark Talia now, so often pops up in this kind of situation.
And move.
Counter-up from South Africa, but New Zealand can play. Retallick. Only the second time of the final that New Zealand have been into the Springbok 22. Advantage All Blacks.
No, see ya, let go.
Free play.
Let go.
They carry it forward again. Will Jordan is way over on the far side. They've got a free hit here. Here's Mark Talia. Mo'unga. Jordie Barrett to Mo'unga. Quick hands to Beauden Barrett. Lays it back. Picked up well by Scott Barrett. All three Barretts involved in that action there. Extraordinary, these three brothers, this dynasty.
Tackle is legal.
11 phases now for the All Blacks. Here's Shannon Frizzell, still playing with advantage. Jordie Barrett kicks over the top. Ardie Savea bounces away from him into the hands of Willemse.
Oh, he knows. It was just an angle away to pop it into Ardie Savea's hands. Great attack from New Zealand, great variation, not letting the conditions dictate how they play. They knew they had a free hit through the penalty advantage.
They got number 1 down in midfield. Yeah, of course he will. He'll check.
Well, it was Dion Fourie. He's been pinged for offside.
Let's just stop the watch, just make sure he's okay. Watch your stop. Do you know what you're doing, Sam?
He's in the group. Just the player down.
Okay, so we will go for goal, but we won't start the clock until I put it on, okay? Yeah, of course. Yeah, time is off and we're going to go for goal.
Bonzi, there is a glancing contact to the head, but the player's bent to the hips. There's no foul play.
Okay, just so you know, it's a glancing contact with the head, but the player is bent and there's no foul play. Okay, we're going to go for goal. No worries.
Great work.
Okay.
Great refereeing all around.
Now, but they're going for goal.
That happens nearly every single tackle or ruck.
Here's your mark then.
He's bent over, just glancing, hit on the head for Ethan de Groot. There's the penalty advantage given away from Fourie. And then New Zealand decide to play, go out the back door, quick hands. Beauden Barrett takes it in. And off a couple of rucks later is where
the watch is on.
The penalty came.
South Africa, the watch is on. The watch is on.
So a couple of penalties each tonight for each team. And here's Richie Mo'unga with his first kick at posts. Just 68% off the tee at this Rugby World Cup, and he'll be confident of this one from this sort of range. Richie Mo'unga gets the All Blacks on the board in the World Cup final.
There's the glancing shot. Watches Dean play on.
Yeah, I like the quickness of these, the communication between the officials and the quick decisions. Into the ear of Wayne Barnes. We're back underway. South Africa go long off the restart. Could carry back over the 22 there.
And use it. No, don't touch that, man.
Again, Smith will kick high. Will Jordan chasing. Protection there for Damian Willemse. We've seen a lot of players penalised for obstruction of kick chases at this World Cup. No problem there that time for South Africa. Here's Dwayne Vermeulen again. Penalty, South Africa not releasing.
You're on your knees.
Well, he was pretty adamant. He was over the ball. Ardie Savea. It was a good run from Peter Steph to Toy, I think it was.
Go for goal.
And they're going to have a kick at post here.
It was Dwayne Vermeulen. And watch Ardie Savea. There's the clear release. And he's over their ball. That is a big miss by the officiating crew.
Sorry, Matt, I didn't see the replay. I thought you stayed on him. I didn't see it come off enough. Yeah.
That's a big penalty too, with the likes of Andre Pollard around. You never know, Ardie, you might get one back later in the match.
I'll tell you what, though, to be fair, Wayne Barnes admitted that he missed it. real time. So he said, sorry, Ardie Savea, is that okay though? He said yes. So going forward, they know. Like it.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
So from 49 metres, as we know, this is normally no problem for Andre Pollard.
Glad the rain stopped.
Pollard from long range. Flags are up. His goal kicking has been out of this world since coming back for South Africa. Andre Pollard, they lead 9-3.
Yeah, pretty lucky though. Pretty lucky to get those 3 points. What that might end up in the back end of this game to be decided. It was a legit turnover from Ardie Savea, New Zealand, trying to put pressure on now.
New Zealand's turn to go long with the restart. To Vermeulen.
And that's inside. Okay, not now, Cody. Back you go, back you go. Inside.
Neither team is going to play much rugby in their own third, and Faf de Klerk kicks that over the sideline.
The last line out on this side, South Africa did not compete in the year. Be interesting now whether they do that in their own half. Got a very big line out.
Cody Taylor just drying the ball with a towel there. South Africa almost 70% territory in this game so far. Can the All Blacks spend some time down in South African territory? Big cheers gone up because the bomb squad are warming up. Sam Cane to Aaron Smith to Jordie Barrett to Rieko Ioane. Gets through a half gap, but Peter Steph du Toit with the cover tackle. Savea out the back to Mo'unga. Loose ball, and Will Jordan can't hold on to it.
Well, they're still trying to play New Zealand. The nice hit up with the 2-3. Barrett and Ioane, and then out the back door, shifting the point of attack quickly.
First scrum, the height was
good
superb,
read defensively though from Cheslin Colby.
The height was great. Okay, just to the left then. Thank you.
Here was a nice hit up from Rieko Ioane.
7 tackles already in this final for Peter Steph du Toit. We're only 20 minutes in. South Africa have conceded just 7 tries in their 6 games so far.
Crouch! Bind!
And they've never conceded a try in their 3 World Cup finals.
That balance disappeared there. Can we keep that space, please? Look, both teams keep the space. Okay, just to the left. Just to the left, please. Just to the left, please.
Very solid scrum last time when New Zealand were down to 7 players. Be interesting the attitude here of the Springboks. Flat alignment, so that tells me they're not really going to chance their arm wide.
Balance.
Percentages are it's coming from a kick.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Keep high. Keep high. Yes, please, Faf. Use it.
Solid scrum from both teams. Faf de Klerk. Order to play. He's dropped that at the base. Backwards, says the referee. A kick across for Kurtley Arendse. It goes straight over the sideline.
Here we go, scrum time. Right at the base. Oh, no. There's assistant referee right there.
To be a knock-on. It's got to go forward for it to be a knock-on. It went backwards.
Bit of fortune going South Africa's way at the moment in this final. Savea. Mo'unga to Jordie Barrett again. Thunders into Damian Dale, India's opposite number. Here's Shannon Frizzell. Becomes such an important cog of this New Zealand back row. There's the number 8, Savea. Scott Barrett again. Mo'unga a little deeper here. He's going to kick.
Take him back.
Kicks high. Jordie Barrett on the chase.
No touch.
Bounces away from everybody. Willems is there for South Africa, and he's put over the sideline by Cody Taylor.
Ball's live.
Well, that's good cover from Dalian Willems. The fullback putting himself in great position off that kick. Good chase, though, from Cody Taylor to put the pressure on. Now the set move comes. The call coming out from Mo'unga. They'll have a move here, the All Blacks.
South Africa have been challenging this line-out. 20 line-out steals at this tournament. They've been going for almost all of them this evening. There's Etzebeth. Turns it over for the Springboks.
Okay, it's now available, so used it.
New Zealand's line-out's hardly been challenged at this Rugby World Cup. Even Ireland couldn't get to them. South Africa tonight are putting the pressure on at the set piece, as they always do. Here's Beauden Barrett with a bit of space to fullback. Scored a try in the 2015 World Cup. Here's Ethan de Groot. Richie Mo'unga, quick hands to Mark Tillier. After Clerk's holding onto him, and look at Dion Ferree getting in there and winning the ball for the Springboks. Pollard will kick now. Straight to Will Jordan, though. He replies.
Inside.
To Willems. And he bangs it back up towards the halfway line.
Thanks, man.
There's Novak Djokovic. The great one.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, here's the ruck and the turnover from Ferree, just so explosive in these areas. Goes down to his forearms, though.
Djokovic usually turns up in Paris at a different time of year. Cody Taylor. Again, the line-out malfunctions, but this time New Zealand get the penalty. There was a hand on the shoulder somewhere in there.
On the on.
I thought Africa was hard done by there. Last competition in here from the Springboks been very good. Now this has given New Zealand a good opportunity deep in the 22. Are you allowed to go straight up? Oh, geez, I don't think there's competition, I'll be honest.
Yeah, but you can't play the on.
That was Etzebeth again. He is leaping for everything. That line-out time. Here's another one on the New Zealand throw.
Beyond 15.
They go long.
That is not straight.
They go too long, and it isn't straight either. That's another give back. Big tackle coming in from Sam Cane. So some genuine line-out issues for New Zealand now.
Okay, back you go. Okay.
They came into this game with the best line-out at the World Cup.
Okay. Use it, please.
Faf de Klerk. Huge distance
straight.
off the base with his left foot to Will Jordan. Here's Beauden Barrett to Mark Tillier with a bit of space now. Gets away from Etzebeth. But that's a good tackle from Sia Kolisi. Tyrell Lomax.
And move.
27 minutes through,
And
6
use
points
it,
the
please.
difference. The 3 penalties to Andre Pollard, just the one to Richie Mo'unga. Here is Pollard. Takes the high kick, takes it well. Now the counter ruck from New Zealand, but South Africa have it. Here's Dion Ferree again. No, it's Etzebeth, and he's dropped that. In fact, it's Franco Mostert who spilt the beans.
Great work at the breakdown. Previous to this was applied the pressure.
I'll have a look. I'll have a look. I think it's
Tillier
a really nice
just so
contest.
good
Okay.
with his evasiveness, but equally up to the task is the skipper, Sia Kolisi.
Scrum, green ball. Scrum ball.
Franco Mostert, his 73rd cap this evening.
It is, yeah.
Okay, I'm about to show you foul play by New Zealand 7.
So that tackle I mentioned in midfield from Sam Cane.
Okay,
that's the one they're looking at.
Foul play.
So number 7 is upright. His right arm makes contact with a head of 13. This will be your best angle for the contact.
Thanks very much.
It's coming to you in a second.
Okay, so we've got 7 upright, makes head contact with 13 green, so we do have foul play.
Yes, we do, yeah.
And it's direct head contact, so for me, yellow card, fresh over smell.
Agreed.
And number 7.
It is, yeah, number 7.
It's another yellow card for the All Blacks.
Sam.
And this time it's the captain. And that will go to review again.
Well, they've been their own worst enemy, not being able to keep 15 players on the park in the finals, the All Blacks. This is clear and obvious. So it'll be interesting to see what comes of that card. But the tackle technique has been so good for the All Blacks during the last 2 or 3 games, chop tackling and having players over the ball. Tonight they haven't, and they paid the price.
Just controlling those emotions on the big occasion.
Okay.
So for the second time tonight, the All Blacks will be down to 14 players for at least 10 minutes, at least.
And the longer it stays close, I think the better for South Africa, with the impact and durability and options off the bench.
Line yours, Ethan, thank you.
What will give New Zealand solace, if this card remains a yellow, is they did play with 14 men for 20 minutes in the quarter-final against Ireland and managed to weather that storm.
2 meters.
I don't know why they're going high at the ball. They need a chop tackle against the bigger players in South Africa.
New Zealand's turn to steal a line out. That was Brodie Retallick, well done at the front. Just what you need to do when you've got a man off the field.
No.
Approaching the final 10 minutes of this first half. Playing deep on attack here, New Zealand, to Beauden Barrett, who kicks over the top. This is going to run end over end. It'll keep trickling all the way over the end line. So they will come all the way.
Oh, it's just 2 meters too long there from Beauden Barrett. But regardless of their numbers, they're still trying to play and go to the edge. The All Blacks.
Well, they chased that all the way. You saw him sliding in. He knew it was going to be a scrum all the way back.
Superb.
New Zealand are going to scrummage here again with 7 unless they bring in a back. We saw Jordie Barrett in the quarter-final against Ireland come and play on the side of the scrum.
Scrum superb.
At certain times when they had a yellow card.
Well, he's motioning to go over to the blind side now, Jordie Barrett.
Perfect. Just to the left, thank you.
They're going to live with 7 here. Barrett's back into his position.
Well, they did it before when Shannon Frizzell was off. They kept
here
it
he comes.
7. Yep.
Same balance, choose please.
So yeah, he will go to the blind side, and Frizzell here over here on the open.
Crouch.
Jordie Barrett, 6'5". He's the size of a forward. He's actually taller than Scott, who plays in the second row.
Set.
So what New Zealand will do defensively out wide, they'll concede there and try and shift over.
Vermeulen. De Klerk. Delayed ball to Pollard. Here's Cheslin Colby. Decides to chip it through for Arendse. Curtly Arendse hacks it ahead as well. But that's gone into touch.
Well, just watch the fullback Willemse. There's the back ball, another back ball. There's the numbers. They should have just given it to him, I think. Then you have a 3 on 1 or 2. He hit a nice line as well.
So New Zealand have gone short here with their defensive line out, so they might throw long on their own 5-metre line. Of course, the South African backs have to be back the mandatory 10 metres. They lob it up to Scott Barrett. Savia uses referee Wayne Barnes as a bit of a decoy there. Bullet pass from Aaron Smith back to Richie Mo'unga.
13, stop. Okay,
finds touch, but Arendse goes quickly to Willemse. Willemse is going to drop kick from long range. I don't think it'll have the legs, no. Beauden Barrett will kick clear again, but it stays in field. Pollard. Cheslin Colby decides to kick again. Crowd willing him to have a run. Will Jordan fumbles, picks it up and hit hard by Peter Steph du Toit, who just covers so much ground for South Africa. Line speed there again from Siya Kolisi. Really putting the pressure on the All Blacks now. Playing with 14 under huge pressure here in the World Cup final. And there's the penalty. And it's Stephen Kitsoff who gets the pat on the head from Dwayne Vermeulen.
Andre Pollard, is he going to go for the point? A decision to make here.
Decision. Decision.
They will go for goal.
And I think this is smart because it takes it out to 2 scores.
He can't jump on them.
I agree. I didn't think he did. That's not what it looked like.
So all they're asking for is clear pitches there at the ruck. They're getting mixed.
We've got a decision on the yellow card.
Thanks.
The yellow card is going to be upgraded to a red card. Okay. High degree of danger.
Just stop a second, please.
No clear and obvious mitigation.
Okay. Hardy. See, I don't need you. I think you're the captain now, aren't you? Yeah. Okay, the yellow card has been reviewed, it's been upgraded.
To red?
It's upgraded to red. It's a high degree of danger and there's no mitigation.
Disaster for New Zealand. It's a red card for the captain, Sam Cane. A high degree of danger, no clear and obvious mitigation.
Okay, on you.
So there was no dipping from the player with ball in contact. Is what the TMO is saying. Yes, there's definitely contact with the shoulder to the head. No argument there.
Well, serious problems now for the All Blacks. As Andre Pollard aims at post once again, and it's the same old story off the tee for the Springbok fly half. South Africa lead New Zealand 12-3, and Sam Cane has been sent off. Well, ahead of this World Cup, the only card ever in a World Cup final was Ben Smith in 2015. That was a yellow. And we've had a yellow in this to Shannon Frizzell, and a yellow that has become a red for the captain, Sam Cane.
Oh, well, you couldn't ask for any more drama. 2 heavyweights and traditional rivals. Now South Africa with a one-man advantage. What does that do to them mentally? Does that steal the All Blacks on the other side mentally? A long way to go in this game.
Approaching the final 5 minutes of the first half. Ardie Savia, as we heard, is the on-field captain for New Zealand. There he is with the ball in possession. They will drive the line out. Jordie Barrett inside to Martilia. The All Blacks will have to play with the ball in hand now. Here's Shannon Frizzell. Savia.
Tackle, move!
Retallick. Another one of these centurions who could be playing in his final World Cup match for New Zealand. Here's another one, Aaron Smith, his 125th test tonight. Scott Barrett led the Crusaders to a 7th Super Rugby title earlier this year. De Groot, lovely ball to Shannon Frizzell. Dion Farid makes the tackle, then gets up and tries to work the steal. Here's Jordie Barrett. Scott Barrett. Lomax. 4 minutes to go in this first half. Here's Mark Talia, so dangerous around the fringes. Inside ball to Aaron Smith. Lazy runner, Eben Etzebeth. Advantage New Zealand. Will Jordan has it. Offloads the ball to Mark Talia. Broken play here. If anyone can make something happen, it's this guy. He's got brilliant feet, Mark Talia. Here's Artie Sevilla. Beauden Barrett lofts it over the top. Rieko Ioane tackled in the corner by Kurt Lee Aronsa. They'll go back for the advantage.
Well, it was that guy coming off his wing, Mark Talia, causing all sorts of problems in and around the ruck, just so hard to tackle.
Not for me, he's running back to his defensive line.
See, the question Artie Sevilla's asking here, is that cynical, sir? Was that deliberate? In that area of the field with the All Blacks on attack, referee says no, he was just trying to get back on his side of the ball. They'll kick for goal.
Well, here it is here, hot on attack, remember. This is the great defence on the other angle, but we need a wide view of the Eben Etzebeth.
I'll stop the watch, I'll stop the watch. I'll start it as soon as you start the tee up, okay?
That's a try saver from Kurt Lee Aronsa to deny Rieko Ioane.
Well, the All Blacks, I'd say, Rupert, to be within one score down to 14 men, they'll be pretty happy with that.
Well, you've already felt a lift in their intensity, and there has to be one after the Sam Cane red card. Here's Richie Mo'unga, his second attempt this evening. Mo'unga adds 3 points for the All Blacks. They narrow the gap to 6. Dan Carter looking on from the stands. He knows how tough this job is now for New Zealand.
Watch Etzebeth coming across. Oh, that's tough. Oh, I think that's fine.
Yeah, penalty only. Mo'unga fields the restart. Gets good distance with his exit.
Still live.
Willemse can play if he wants to, but they'll slow it down South Africa and throw to the line out here.
Line's yours, Brody, okay?
It's going to be a fascinating team talk at half-time, isn't it, for both sides? How do you approach this second half? All Blacks or the Springboks?
I think for the All Blacks, you still back your fitness. They know they can go another 40 minutes with the 14 men. For the Springboks, I think they've got to start challenging the All Blacks with ball in hand.
Turnover again from Brodie Retallick. Brilliant. At the front of the line out, Jordie Barrett is hit hard by Peter Steph du Toit, who's just been taking names
Ball is now
all
out.
Half.
Still playing a knock-on advantage.
They cut out Kolisi to Deolindi. Kicks to Beauden Barrett, he takes the mark.
Away, free kick.
Yeah, he's had a couple of good big shots, hasn't he? Peter Steph du Toit, one early on, and Richie Mo'unga. That one was a good one because Jordie Barrett double pumped or was ready to unload. Pumps and then gets smoked by the 7.
So inside the final 30 seconds now. Should be final play this for South Africa. It was the early yellow card to Shannon Frizzell. A couple of penalties from Pollard. Mo'unga replied.
Thanks, Jack.
And then the big moments. First ever
Stay two, see ya.
red card in a World Cup final to Sam Cane. Again, Retallick competes, and unfortunately, Lomax can't hold on, but they will go to half-time. 6 points the difference. A first half full of drama here in the World Cup final. The Springboks lead the way, but New Zealand will be playing with 14 men for the rest of this final. 12-6, South Africa lead New Zealand. Siya Kolisi bidding to be the second man to lift back-to-back World Cups. Andre Pollard who has all 12 points for South Africa so far in this final, gets us back underway. Rieko Ioane runs it back. New Zealand will be a player down for this entire half.
And use it, please.
Aaron Smith under attentions of Etzebeth, gets the ball away. And Willemse, who's been very solid under the high ball so far, brings it down for the Springboks. Here's Stephen Kitsoff. Remember, a huge amount of artillery on the bench for South Africa tonight. 7-1 split, just the one back reserve, Willie Leroux. High ball, Beauden Barrett can't hold on to it. And here comes Siya Kolisi. Kolisi had support, chopped down 5 metres out, still alive for South Africa. It's been held up by the All Blacks.
Goal line.
And it'll be a goal line dropout. That could have been a lot worse.
Oh, I think, was that Jordie Barrett getting back? Or was it Beauden? Siya Kolisi, I thought he was in. He had the option to pass, but I think this is Jordie Barrett getting underneath. Again, not for the first time in this tournament, saving a try.
So I just thought it was a really good contest.
Well, he did it in the quarter-final against Ireland. And he's done it again here in the final. And he drops the ball out from the goal line. Almost a mix-up between Willemse and Faf de Klerk. Willemse for the second time tonight attempts a drop goal, and that was, well, not his best.
Yeah, and he's getting a few whistles from the crowd. I'm not saying Willemse in particular, but they want them to play. And you've got the numbers to play, but I'm sure they've been told, stick to the play and keep New Zealand down in their own half.
Well, Siya Kolisi had support, I think, on either side as he bursted through there. Close to the line. Here's Duane Vermeulen doing what Duane Vermeulen often does. New Zealand look for the steal. Cody Taylor wants it. They're screaming for the decision here, New Zealand. They don't get it. Mel Herber to Willemse on the wraparound. Jesse Creel. Good tackle on him by Brodie Retallick, who came up with a couple of line-out steals in the first half. New Zealand are going to have to be immaculate here on defence. They can't afford any more cards or penalties. High kick from Pollard. Beauden Barrett can't hold on, and Peter Steph du Toit has it. He tries to get the offload away, but not before he's put over the sideline by Will Jordan.
Come and have a look. Looks like it's a really good contest between you two, if I'm honest, but I'll stay this side.
Well, there's a replay of the Siya Kolisi opportunity. He had Arendse inside and Jesse Creel to his right, and then Jordie Barrett came up with a try saver.
Same height. Same height.
Now, defensively, once again, New Zealand are going to concede. Jordie Barrett's going to go onto the blind side of the scrum, so they're going to be exposed on the outside in the back, so they're going to have the slide if South Africa decide to swing it.
Well, they've got Curtly Arendse waiting out a shot way on the far side.
Keep square.
And Cheslin Colby's looming as well. Good scrum from New Zealand. Jordie Barrett working hard there on the blind side. Faf de Klerk to Cheslin Colby. To Damian Willemse. Kicks through for Curtly Arendse. Arendse has got around in behind.
Was a beautiful kick from Willemse. Oh, no! Just the right foot. He missed the put down, but that was nearly something spectacular from the winger.
Well, I thought Beauden Barrett was pretty casual.
Good.
Very much so. Gave him half a chance, and he nearly took it from nowhere.
Sheer speed from Arendse. Foot in touch and lost the handle. Defensive line out now for the All Blacks. Almost 2 tries early in the second half for South Africa.
Stay 2 metres then. Scott, move in 2 metres.
Taylor goes long to Sevilla. Mo'unga under huge pressure, somehow gets the ball away over the sideline.
Very disruptive there, South Africa, bringing on the pressure. The scrum took an age to get the ball out. Aaron Smith tries to go over the top.
Hold on. Hold the ball, please.
We're just seeing the South African reserves going for a bit of a run now too, guys, and we'll wait to see how soon they are used on the All Blacks bench. Damien McKenzie getting a bit of a rub down as well. Perhaps he might be considered to come on too, but I guess we'll see some changes shortly.
Well, Kolisi is getting fixed up here. Took a shot from Kolisi, and obviously that was round the nose.
I'm going to have to show you head-on-head contact by green 6.
Oh no.
Former All Black captain Tana Umanga watching on.
The green 6 is upright. He makes head-on-head contact as part of that tackle, okay?
Oh, I saw it real time. I was wondering, I was waiting for it, and here it goes. It's Kolisi, the other skipper.
Yeah, your best angle will be coming first now.
He looks a bit concerned too, Kolisi, looking up at the big screen.
Ardie Savea doesn't stay down long.
Your next angle will be better. Here we go.
It's head on head. It's not the shoulder. Oh.
6-3, upright. So he is at fault, so there is foul play. Okay, and he's run from a distance and he's head-on-head contact. So minimum yellow card threshold is met.
Yes, agreed.
And that's tough for Kolisi because he's coming in with his head down to make that shot.
The Springbok captain has been yellow carded. Kolisi will head to the sideline, and that yellow card is under review.
And the thing is, for Ardie Savea, he's upright, he's not dipping at all. That's the concern for mine for Kolisi. You can see he's second man in the tackle, tries to go down and wrap. That's unfortunate, it really is. That's a rugby movement.
Well, he almost tries to stop himself as well. It looked Kolisi, didn't he? He could almost anticipate that happening, but it was a bit too late.
Yeah, and the confusing thing is there's definitely foul play, definitely head contact, but there's definitely a rugby movement. I'd put that in a rugby movement category, you know?
Well, now South Africa are on tenterhooks. 8 minutes the bunker has to make the decision about whether that yellow will stay a yellow or be upgraded to a red. We're busy at Roland Garros tonight.
And now we've got a game on, Rupert.
A World Cup final full of drama so far. Barrett wins the line out. Here's Ardie Savea. It's a fair fight for the time being. 14 on 14. That's a 10th carry for Sevilla. Kick from Aaron Smith. Curtly Arendse in a wrestling match here, but Talia has robbed him of the ball. Ardie Savea. Mo'unga can't hold on to the Jordie Barrett pass. A rare mistake with the ball in hand from New Zealand. Eben Etzebeth. Good carry, but he's over the sideline. They'll go
first one by 10, then by 4.
Back for the original knock-on.
Well, you feel the momentum from New Zealand. Great take in the air once again from Arendse, but equally just as strong. Talia just rips that ball one-on-one, and here's the movement. They created the overlap. Faf de Klerk just gets in the eye line of Richie Mo'unga, who saw the space, missed opportunity.
Your scrum, green.
Well, that's a rare sight for those coaches to see Richie Mo'unga
just to the left
drop the ball there. He looked like he was in a half gap too.
And for all New Zealand's fight on defence, that's kept them in this game a 1 score away from taking the lead. That's the result at the moment. Both scrums are down to 7 men. Jordie Barrett's going to go in for the All Blacks.
And Tamian Zailindi on the near side for South Africa. So it will be 8 on 8 up front.
Crouch.
6 World Cup titles between these two great nations.
Set.
They're both going for a 4th all-time.
Stay square.
Faf de Klerk plays the Willemse at first receiver.
Not now, Ardie.
There's Dion Faree, came on very early for Bongi Mbonambi in the first half.
No, turn around, back you go, No.
De Klerk kicks, under pressure from Retallick. Jordie Barrett brings it down for New Zealand. He's made a couple of really important interventions early in the second half. Jordie Barrett. Now New Zealand are going to play. Here's Will Jordan. Just had to make sure he held on to possession there, perhaps stop the flow a little bit. Mo'unga kicks to Willemse. Drops it, but it goes backwards, and then he puts it over the sideline.
Always inside.
Not now.
Still no word on the yellow card of Kolisi.
Great take by Jordie Barrett there under extreme pressure. And Lou, I'm sure you can feel it sideline, just the tenseness.
Oh, certainly. Even when that yellow card was given to Sia Kolisi, the crowd behind me, you saw both groups of fans sort of going at each other over the decision as well. They're getting tense too.
A bit of improvisation there from Aaron Smith.
Tackle and away.
Gets the ball to Sevilla. Here he is again.
20 on.
Kicks high. Colby's underneath it. Jordan chasing. Just checks his run wisely. And then Kolby's so quick, but Retallick is about 2 feet taller than him. Comes up with the bootlace tackle. There's Franco Mostert. Tension indeed in the World Cup final.
And use it.
South Africa lead by 6 points.
Thanks, Brody.
Long kick from de Klerk to Mo'unga. Now Beauden Barrett. Change of direction from Beauden Barrett. Gets away from one.
Now let go.
South Africa look for the seal, but told to let go. There's Jordie Barrett. Lovely quick hands from Jordan to Cody Taylor, and look at the sidestep from the hooker. Momentum here for New Zealand. Jordie Barrett carries it into contact. Penalty coming New Zealand's way.
Oh, Scott Barrett got absolutely levelled off the ball by Peter Steph Toy.
7, played 5 off the ball.
And he did not miss again. New Zealand, though, using their skills down the short side. Great basic skill set.
How about Cody Taylor? The sidestep.
Mark's here, Artie, when you're ready.
What do you do for New Zealand? Do you take a shot? Oh, no, they're going for it. This is the attitude. Why not? Have to. This has been their mantra all year. Back yourself.
Well, even the South African fans are cheering this.
Mitigation due to changing dynamics and most of the calls going through the
Some
body.
changes too for South Africa coming onto the field now. You'll see Enche coming on in the 17 jersey.
Dion, you're now captain, and just so you know, the yellow card remains a yellow card. It's a high degree of danger, but there is mitigation due to some of the force going through the body and also the change in dynamics of the tackle.
Well, there you have it. Huge relief for Sia Kolisi in South Africa.
And I think that's why New Zealand have gone for this option here, knowing that maybe Sia Kolisi only has 5 more minutes in the bin. They need to take full advantage.
Mitigation applied. Kolisi will be back. Frizzell wins the line out. Here comes Ardie Savea. Still 14 on 14 for the moment. New Zealand looking for their first try of the final. They change direction. Mo'unga tips on to Jordan. Can't hold on. Etzebeth loses it over the sideline, but the first infringement was from New Zealand.
Oh, they got a nice run at the ruck. I'm not sure you need this type of play. It was a tough one. There's the knock on there from Jordan. Trying to come back through the ruck, expose South Africa. Didn't pay off.
So just confirming those changes that came on for South Africa then, guys. So Enche on in the 17 jersey and Snyman on as well for the Springboks.
We can't scrum without him.
Well, here's the yellow card incident, saying the force had gone through the body. He had absolutely smoked Ardie Savea's face. And I don't think Ardie Savea was dipping myself.
So 3:41 left on the Kolisi yellow card. Defensive scrum here for South Africa. And Oxenche, no less, is out there in number 17. The man who arguably changed the course of the semi-final. Rogers in the house.
How many Grand Slams we've seen today? Djokovic and Roger, a few there.
47 between them, I think. Novak Djokovic winning the US Open.
Set. Start using fast.
Power from New Zealand at the scrum, no decision coming. Vermeulen sets up the breakdown. All Blacks were begging for the decision there. Pollard clears.
Forward stop. Yep. Ball live. Just last scrum. Got really good go forward by Black.
Well, here we go.
Really good go forward.
Preparing to come onto the field is the most capped All Black of all time, Sam Whitelock.
Who's your receiver? Thank you.
Taylor to Retallick. He just dropped that. Is there a knock on there? No, says the officials. New Zealand continue with the ball.
No knock on.
Saw South Africa get away with one in the first half. It looked like a knock on. Perhaps that's New Zealand's turn to get a bit of fortune. Retallick. Smith to Mo'unga to Jordie Barrett. Change of direction from Barrett. Savia out the back to Beauden Barrett, hit hard but gets the ball away to Richie Mo'unga, skips clear of Dayalindi. Richie Mo'unga, Mo'unga inside, Aaron Smith! Aaron Smith! In his final test match for the All Blacks has put them within a point in the World Cup final.
Well, it was great work by the All Blacks. They go out the back door with Ardie Savea. There's the mismatch. And then Richie Mo'unga with a skip step around Dayalindi. Dummies on the outside. Has options on the inside. Goes to Aaron Smith. The first try of the Rugby World Cup final.
And it's the first try South Africa have ever conceded in a World Cup final. And Richie Mo'unga, absolutely brilliant.
Oh, he's been fantastic during this game. But I'm like you, Rupert. I thought there was a clear knock-on at that line-out. It's a bit come down and hit the hands of the player of the All Blacks.
Show you a knock-on by New Zealand.
Yeah, and there it is. So he's coming for that. I don't know why he didn't do it at the scrum earlier on in the first half.
So the ball is knocked on by Black 8 into the Black player in front of him.
Yeah, no problem with this. I thought it was a clear knock-on as well. But all you want is consistency, and that's all you ask for, because there's a clear one in the first 40 minutes or so.
Best angle, Barnsley. It comes off the left hand of New Zealand 8.
See, watch Etzebeth here. It's great work for them.
Make sure we get all the angles though to see if he plays them in the air as well. So
yep. The arm of number 4, South Africa plays the arm beforehand.
Let me just explain this to you. Yeah. So, can you just give us a second so we can talk, and then I'll come and find you. No, 1 second.
Has he taken him in the air before he hits the ground? That's the issue.
But then Ardie's knocked the ball forward, so it will remain. It will be a penalty for the first offence, but it can't be a try because he's knocked the ball forward. Do we agree?
Agreed.
Okay. Ardie, so let me just explain. Okay, I agree with you that he's played the man in the air. Okay, so that's a first offence. Yep. But then it's hit your hand and gone forward, so it's a knock-on. So it's no try, but it will be your penalty back on the line-out, okay? So no try, but he's played the man in the air.
The mark is 12 metres inside the half, and obviously on the 15.
No try.
Yeah, 2 metres at this your side.
Small solace that New Zealand will have the ball here, but with Kolisi to come back onto the field.
The first offence is playing the man in the air. The second offence is knock on.
That is a huge let-off for South Africa.
Yeah, because it was a scoring play, they can't allow that because there was a knock-on initially.
And change you would have seen in all of that. Sam Whitelock is now on the field. Plenty of experience. Shannon Frizzell off for the All Blacks.
So here's the moment, there's the knock on. Because that is the infringement, you can't play off that.
And Aaron Smith denied a try in his final test, his 125th for the All Blacks in a World Cup final, no less. What next in this World Cup final?
There might be one more play. This might be the last play before South Africa are up to their 15. They need to take this moment.
Still 30 seconds and a bit of change. Still we see Kolisi back onto the field. Whitelock's out there for New Zealand, trying to become the first player in history to win 3 World Cups. Scott Barrett wins it. Ardie Savea driving the legs.
Tackle!
4 metres out, New Zealand. Faf de Klerk has smuggled it away for the Springboks.
At the line on the ball carrier.
Okay, I'm lost forward for me. Okay.
Lost forward is the call.
On the ball carrier. It's late, but it's still a
Well, that's great defence, you have to say, from South Africa. They haven't leaked any points. Now, England, Elizabeth, again, look at the two Titans go to work. Oh, and there's the release. His knees are down, and there's Faree who's ripped their ball.
Hold on, fellas. Hold on, fellas.
See on Faree with a big play. They're going to have a chat here.
It's on your knee, and then it's stripped. Just had my comms from my team. It's on his knee, and then it's stripped. I thought it was a lost forward. It's a penalty against.
Well, another change of mind from the officials. It's a penalty to New Zealand.
But it's correct, because Ardie Savea had his knees on the deck. You got to release. You can't rip it after it's been put to deck. So,
well, there's this enormous contingent of Springbok fans on the near side, near where Jordie Barrett's going to kick the ball over the sideline, who put up an enormous roar when the knock-on was called. They're a bit quiet now with the penalty going the All Blacks' way.
how many more dramas can we have in this final? Remember, South Africa back up to 15 men for the rest of this game.
South Africa back to the full 15. New Zealand drive this line-out. Cody Taylor has it, still inching forward. Retallick smuggles it away now. That big arm of Arkia Snyman of the Springboks. They've got an advantage, the All Blacks. Couple of decisions going their way now. Aaron Smith to Jordie Barrett to Rieko Ioane. Smith, change of direction to Brodie Retallick.
Still penalty advantage, changing binds.
Tyrell Lomax, advantage still there for New Zealand. They've got a free hit here, but they are playing with 14 against 15.
No.
Mo'unga, Jordie Barrett, huge pass over the top to Mark Talia, who gets away from one and another. Mark Talia. Beauden Barrett dives in for the All Blacks. And New Zealand do get their try. They're within a point of South Africa. The conversion will put the All Blacks in front.
Again, it's that guy, Mark Talia, causing chaos. Takes that ball from Jordie Barrett over the top, the left foot step, the right hand fend, the ball through contact, goes backwards. Beauden Barrett picks the ball up and finishes. There's the ball, that goes backward, that's fine. This pass from Talia, is it okay? Whoa.
Well, Wayne Barnes said it went backwards initially and then bounced forward.
Richie Mo'unga for the lead.
Tough kick. In a World Cup final, no less. This to put New Zealand in the lead in the World Cup final. And he's just missed it.
Some fresh legs coming on for South Africa now as well. Quagga Smith is on along with Jean Klein, and coming off the field, Evan Etzebeth and Dwayne Vermeulen as well for the Springboks.
Well, high fives for the All Blacks. We got a game on now, and we're back underway. Ioane.
Inside.
This World Cup final, full of drama, continues.
And use it, please.
Aaron Smith kicks.
Be careful where you come from.
Great exit, fantastic. Exactly what they would have been looking for after scoring points. Just settling it down.
No, come from the front.
The other South Africans have got an absolute skyscraper of a line-out.
Well, Beauden Barrett has scored in 2 World Cup finals. He scored the clincher in 2015 at Twickenham. And he's thrown his team a lifeline here. Of course, that red card to Sam Cane. Final quarter of the final. Again, Retallick steals possession at the lineouts. But under pressure, Aaron Smith just can't keep it in field.
Beauden Retallick, look at him, wasn't even lifted, just gets in the front. Peter Steph to toy and disrupts that line out.
There's the frustration for Aaron Smith. He knew that was a big moment. Every moment's a big moment now. Look at Retallick again, looking at the feet of Jean Klein. New Zealand have the ball back. Here's Jordie Barrett. Rieko Ioane just can't quite hold on.
Oh, nearly there, though, again. They're really loving that 12-13 short ball, aren't they, New Zealand? Jordie Barrett. Yolinde with a nice tackle just to force that pass a little bit in behind. And there's the knock-on.
Well, they are going to keep playing by the looks of it.
Just to the left,
Sana Umaga and his wife Rochelle looking on.
To the left, Thank you.
Well, here we go, the championship rounds, Rupert, the last quarter.
Same balance.
For the Rugby World Cup 2023. One moment, you know, between these two teams, it's going to be one moment to make the difference.
Bind. Set.
Oxenche on the loose head side here for the Springboks. Ball's out of that scrum and New Zealand play. South Africa thought they might have got a decision there. The type of the decision that went their way in the semi-final. Ardie Savea. 1 point in the difference.
Get out of the way, get out of the way
62 minutes gone. New Zealand playing with 14. Pull this off, and it will be the greatest of all time. Here's Mark Talia.
Don't touch the 9.
Aaron Smith barking orders to his troops. Here's Retallick.
Tackle, let go.
Quagga Smith trying to rip the ball away. Ardie Savea again.
No, still in, don't go in the side, thank you.
Nine phases. Smith to Ethan de Groot, hit hard by Kolisi and Oxenche. Savea. Huge support for both teams inside the Stade de France. Change of direction from Mo'unga, looked like a late call. Here's Will Jordan, 8 tries already this tournament. He's lifted high by Cheslin Colby, and the ball's gone into the hands of Quagga Smith. Oxenche somehow holds on to that pass.
Not now. No, calm down, Colby. Let go of him, please. And use it. No.
Huge amount of ball in hand and carries from New Zealand, over 220 metres made. That kick hasn't gone very far, and brilliantly taken two-handed from Jordie Barrett. But again, the ball's been stripped away from South Africa so often. They managed to smuggle possession clear. Damian Willemse kicks in behind Mark Talia and Beauden Barrett. Beauden Barrett will run up towards the 22-metre line. Kick deep for Kolisi. 30th birthday today. Cheslin Kolisi puts the shoulder into Aaron Smith.
Still in.
It's a fair fight, those two, similar size. Here's Dion Fourie, who's been outstanding since coming on early for Ombanambi. Damian Willemse just belts it into touch.
Well, Kwagga Smith has come on and made 2 turnovers straight away.
What stopped? Yeah, what stopped?
And jersey number 21.
1, 2, and 3 black. Thanks, Ethan.
And here come the changes for the All Blacks.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, whole new fresh front row. What was KT saying about the last 20 minutes, the final quarter we're in now? So Takiaho Williams and Lalala come on the field now for New Zealand.
Just come on.
Well, there's Tamati Williams, 144 kilograms of him. And Samasoni Takiaho.
There's no foul play on Kolisi. Nothing wrong in the tackle.
Yeah, they just checked that lifted leg tackle from Kolisi.
Thank you very much.
Well, the pace of this game has been absolutely extreme. Number of Springbok players down with the cramps. Cheslin Kolisi just getting fixed up there after that heavy contact between him and Aaron Smith on the break. Here it is. No regard for each other's body there, both players.
Cheslin Kolisi, of course, one of the heroes of 2019. Trying that final.
Just see his left knee when he took that contact, just got caught on a hook angle. He showed some good handling skills, didn't Jake?
Well, Kwagga Smith, you look at his interventions in rugby games when he comes on for South Africa. It just makes such a difference for them.
Well, 2 turnovers and he's been on the field 5 or 6 minutes. So good off the bench. Watch him here. Cheslin Kolisi makes the first tackle. Watch Kwagga Smith, second man in, target the ball, rip it with his strength. That's turnover number 1. And then he gets another one at the ensuing breakdown in New Zealand's ball. This is the good skills.
Oxen Che, fingertips. Trevor Niakane is on the field in the 18 shirt for South Africa as well. Sia Kolisi still out there, 65 minutes in. Of course, he was off the field for 10 minutes with a yellow card. So a first line-out throw for Takiaho here. Uncontested, Retallick wins it. Back to Mo'unga. Kolisi, that left thigh heavily strapped, gives it to Willemse.
Sorry, mate.
And again, Jordie Barrett, brilliant in the air. Beauden Barrett now chips it ahead. And it dribbles over the sideline.
Oh, it's a metre away from a 50-22 there from Beauden Barrett. Great left foot kick from him.
Aaron. Just on there, thanks. Yeah, that's you there.
Another change happening here for the All Blacks. Finlay Christie is coming on the field, and Aaron Smith is leaving the field.
And there, a touch of the badge from Aaron Smith as he leaves the field for the final time in an All Black shirt.
Been a great servant, really changed the position of number 9 around the world, Aaron Smith.
Who's in, fellas? See you at 2 metres.
There's a change for the Springboks as well. Damian Willemse has left the field. Willie Leroux, their only back replacement, is on the field in the 23 shirt. Still a 1-point lead for the Springboks. 66 minutes gone here. Here's Oxen Che.
No, it's not. Take a step. And use it!
To Clerk. Mo'unga can't hold on. Kolisi's there. Flung in field by de Klerk.
First one.
It went forward, so they'll go back for the original knock-on from Richie Mo'unga. These players haven't heard the whistle. Still playing on the near side.
Ball's gone clearly forward. Ball's gone clearly forward, just had it cleared in the back there.
Yeah, the knock-on originally in the air was from Richie Mo'unga. Cheslin Kolbe probably could have done without that, with that strain on the thigh.
He did well to better that back. Cheslin Kolbe, very contestable once again.
Okay, just remember, good height, good height. Trevor, say for you, good height, okay? Good height.
This will be an interesting Oxenche against the young Bill. Tamaiti Williams. Tamaiti Williams been fantastic off the bench also in his role.
Same balance, same height.
So there's Nepo Lalala on the tight head side for New Zealand. Brought onto the bench for Fletcher Newell for exactly this kind of moment. He's a couple of stone heavier than young Newell. That's why they made that change.
Yeah, well, he's a set-piece specialist, in particular scrummaging. Nepo Lalala. Great opportunity here for South Africa.
Stay close. Start you. Stay, Flynn.
South Africa try the second shove, as they so often do. But now they play for Willie Leroux. Kicks over the top for Kolbe, but it beats everybody.
Yeah, rinse and repeat, isn't it, for South Africa? But smart. Championship stuff. Force New Zealand up defensively. They know they're exposed in behind, and they just kick and use their line speed from here.
Just gaps, please. Great scrum. Nice scrum.
There you go. Despite a few line-out issues early in the game for New Zealand, South Africa kicked the ball out so much. They've had plenty of throws, and they win it again through Retallick. Finlay Christie to Artie Sevilla.
Off.
Ball's loose, but penalty New Zealand.
Clear release, 6. Cause the turnover.
Well, Peter Steph Dutoy, who's still out there, has made 24 tackles already in this final.
He's been a monster today. Peter Steph Dutoy in the 7 jersey.
Lines out, okay.
There's the no release from Kolisi.
All Blacks.
2 meters.
Excuse me, the All Blacks
2
have
meters.
been very slow to get to this lineup. Big conversation between Whitelock and Takiaho. Whitelock wins it. Jordie Barrett really has made that 12 shirt his own for New Zealand. Had an outstanding World Cup. Lalala with the carry there.
It's taken back. It's no 50-21.
Christie. Kolbe's underneath it. Put on the floor by Will Jordan. Now the counter-ruck from New Zealand.
That's taken back in. It's taken back in. Use it, please.
So the Springboks can't kick it straight out yet, as they took the ball back into their own 22.
Let him go. Calm down.
To Clerk. Kicks again. Beauden Barrett coming up from the back. It's bounced that ball, and who wants it? South Africa look like they might have it. And they will get the feet to the scrum.
On the floor, the arm, scrum.
Well, they know it's going to come down to one little thing.
4, 4 black and 14 black. 4 and 14, please. Just here, just here.
A couple of changes coming on for the All Blacks. Sorry, Rupert. Anton Lineout-Brown in the number 23 jersey, and Dalton Papali'i as well for New Zealand.
Number 20.
Here's that kick. Contestable. Off 19.
Okay, scrum.
Well, it won't be a record-breaking night for Will Jordan in terms of tries at a Rugby World Cup. He's been replaced. Dalton Papali'i on the open side. And again, Jordie Barrett will scrum down on the blind side here.
What New Zealand identified early on, that South Africa are happy to kick, so they're going to take 8 on 8 and not get a penalty from the scrum.
Well, you talk about championship minutes. These last 10 are exactly that in the World Cup final. Still a 1-point lead for the Springboks. New Zealand still playing with 14 men. Dale Lindy to Pollard. Now the Springboks play. Here's Billy LaRue to Kurtley Arendse. Good tackle from Talia. Faf de Klerk sneaks down the short side, kicks, but being brilliantly taken by Richie Mo'unga. Barrett kicks, but under pressure from Quagga Smith. And now is it a drop goal attempt from Cheslin Colby from 50 metres out. And then some, doesn't go anywhere near it. And Mark Talia will find touch.
We don't see Mark Talia kick very often. There's a wobbly old one. Did he touch it? Ooh. I like that little slide from Faf de Klerk. Unfortunately, just went to the hands of Richie Mo'unga. But you got to be aware with the Klerks around those rucks.
What stopped? What is stopped? He's just gone down, so stop the watch. Who's in? How many?
Interesting that New Zealand asking the referee, we want to play, we want pace on the game. There's a couple of World Cup winning South African captains, John Smith and Francois Pienaar. Of course, Francois Pienaar, the last time these two teams played in the final in 1995. Will it be the same story for South Africa? To Klerk again, snipes down the short side. That ball's gone forward. New Zealand have it. Jordie Barrett lobs it over to Anton Lineout-Brown. Lineout-Brown offloads. It's gone into the hands of Jordie Barrett. Advantage New Zealand.
Mark, please.
It's on the halfway line.
Richie Mo'unga. New Zealand trails South Africa by a point. Whitelock offloads to Mark Talia. So dangerous, Mark Talia. So often finds space in behind the ruck. Flicks on by Ioane to Beauden Barrett. Christie to Scott Barrett. Mo'unga. Toki Aho.
Yes, you're fine.
Okay,
back we come.
Slow down. Okay, so I'm about to show you a deliberate knock-on by 11 South Africa.
Thank you.
Well, they will check this.
Will be, the deliberate knock-on, and then your second angle will be the cover situation, okay?
Could be a yellow card against the Springboks.
Cheslin Colby, New Zealand players,
okay, angles are coming now.
Blew up at the time. He's been so good this tournament, Cheslin Colby.
Knock-on.
Okay, so deliberately knock the ball. Okay, so that's a penalty.
Out the back door. Was that deliberate though?
So good line break opportunity, yellow card. Everyone agree? 11.
Another big call in this match.
The plot thickens in the World Cup final. Cheslin Colby, yellow carded. It'll be 14 on 14 for the rest of the final.
And here's a call for you. Anton Lineout-Brown takes it into the setup. Cheslin Colby comes around. That's dinged.
Okay.
As intentional. Jordie Barrett, does he step up and have a shot? You go with your one wood. Yes, you do, for the lead.
Okay, the time's off at the moment. Yeah, it's going to go for goal. Let's just get everyone off.
Now
okay, get the water
it's
off.
the turn of the South African fans to feel the pinch, and the Springbok coaching staff. The picture tells the story for Kolbe. And Jordie Barrett.
7 minutes to go, Jack. Yeah.
Will have a chance to put New Zealand in front in this World Cup final with 7 minutes to go. He kicked 3 of 4 against Ireland in the quarter-final from this sort of distance.
Just time.
Jordie Barrett to put the All Blacks in front. And he's missed it.
22.
Missed it left.
Still in good position though, New Zealand. South Africa with a restart from the 22. I'm sure this will go long. 14 on 14. Absolute devastation for Cheslin Kolbe.
And we have seen a bit of that tonight. The Sam Cane red card. And now Kolbe will play no further part as we're inside the final 10 minutes. Here's Mark Talia, who got the go forward for New Zealand in that previous sequence. 6 minutes to go in the World Cup final. 1 point the difference. Christie to Mo'unga, to Jordie Barrett. Long ball over the top to Anton Linnett-Brown. It's forward. It's forward.
That was right in front of us, and that was the right call. They've been doing that all night long, New Zealand, knowing that South Africa like to jam in out wide. That leaves a free defender.
Just to the left.
Now it comes to the scrum. Oxenche, this is what he's built for.
Not just one.
And this is what the Springboks are all about. Deep in games, as they prove so many times at this Rugby World Cup.
Okay, watch is still off.
There's a change here for New Zealand.
Yeah,
Richie Mo'unga has been replaced. Take it away, Luke.
Damian McKenzie running onto the field now, so that's it for the replacements for New Zealand. Also, during all of that, Cheslin Kolbe, yellow card, Jasper Visser went onto the field for the Springboks.
Same height, same balance.
So New Zealand have rolled the dice with Damian McKenzie, but they've got a job to do first here at the scrum.
Damian McKenzie is a noted goal kicker as well, is an X-factor guy built for these moments. But you just feel South Africa, this is where they like to live. There you go, the Sprigs deep in the dirt.
Keep high! Keep
Jordie
high!
Barrett on the blind side here at this scrum for New Zealand. The All Blacks keep it solid. De Klerk plays for Pollard. Jesse Creel. Good tackle from Rieko Ioane.
Don't touch him.
Inside the final 5 minutes. Springboks lead by a point. Here's Oxenche. Low tackle on him from Laulala.
Okay, now back you go.
Pollard's in the pocket. Andre Pollard, drop goal.
All onside.
It got deflected, everyone's onside. Here come the All Blacks, and a big hit on Jordie Barrett from Pieter-Steph du Toit. New Zealand have the ball. Can they find the moment? Damian McKenzie's out there. Here he is with his first touch. Tamaiti Williams. This young 23-year-old. Jordie Barrett in their own 22.
Not now.
4 minutes to go in the World Cup final. Beauden Barrett's going to kick. Pollard's already attempted one drop goal. He'll run this one back. Andre Pollard offloads to Pieter-Steph du Toit. Flicks it inside. It's gone forward though. It's gone forward. And with 3.5 minutes to go, New Zealand will feed a scrum 15 metres out from their own line.
Oh, I thought Andre Pollard was going to have a little chip over the top here. There was a bit of space from him. It's a nice pop-up. Peter Steph Toy has had a night tonight.
Great scrummaging.
Nice shot on Jordie Barrett before there in support.
What stopped? Let's go.
The work rate of Ardie Savea.
Watch on, please.
Yeah, just tipped it, didn't he? The desperation from Ardie Savea was a great shot of it, and that's a great shot from Peter Steph Toy. New Zealand have to go 70-odd metres, Rupert.
Well, here we go after 7 weeks and 48 matches at this Rugby World Cup. It all comes down to this. New Zealand with the feed, 3 minutes to go. Trailing South Africa by a point. Solid scrum. Ioane, they're playing with 6 backs here, New Zealand. Christie's going to kick. It's been charged down by Faf de Klerk. Over the sideline, New Zealand will throw the line out.
Well, he's been testing that line all night long, hasn't he, Faf de Klerk? A lot of times he's got that right. Great pressure from him.
5-man call.
New Zealand go with the short line outs. Tokiaho. It's a Whitelock at the front. Savea. Quick ball from Barrett. Jordie Barrett to Ioane. New Zealand reload. Here's Damian McKenzie. Gets away from one. Offloads inside to Tokiaho.
No, still in. No.
South Africa looking for the turnover.
Still close to the tackle.
Christie back on his feet. Here's Savea. They're still 70 metres away, New Zealand. McKenzie again. Flat ball to Dalton. Papali'i. Ankle tap by Faf de Klerk. Jordie Barrett to Beauden Barrett. Scott Barrett. Christie's there. Here's Mark Talia. Can he unlock this South African defence? 90 seconds to go. Beauden Barrett. I'm not sure they can afford to kick now, New Zealand. Here's Anton Leonard-Brown. His first World Cup final. McKenzie. Laulala.
Tackle away.
Beauden Barrett. Rieko Ioane gets away from one, looking to get the hands free. Look at Quagga Smith, who's there for South Africa, and he wins the steal. Quagga Smith again. His 3rd turnover. Jesse Creel kicks straight to Damian McKenzie. We're inside the final minutes, but it's still alive. McKenzie skips away from Arendse. Now some space. Ardie Savea, the on-field captain, tries to get the ball away. It's gone backwards, says the referee. Now it's gone forward. Now it's gone forward. And that might be the moment the Springboks need to see this one out.
What stopped? Stop the watch.
Great break from New Zealand, recognising the space. Ardie Savea beats one tackle, tries to give the miracle ball, and then right here.
Second, mate. Just an injury.
It all came from the Papali'i break. The turnover from Smith, a couple of changes of possession. Time's off on the clock here. With 23 seconds to go in the World Cup final.
One scrum. South Africa away from absolute history, making 4 World Cups. One scrum.
Everyone sit. Of course I will. Of course I will. I won't start until the scrum started to form. Okay, not a problem.
Well, if South Africa could script a game to end, it would be setting a scrum with the bomb squad out there on their own feed to seal a Rugby World Cup.
Well, this is what they were built for. This is why they had the 7-1 split, for this exact moment to win a title.
Well, Trevor Nyakane is limping towards this scrum. There's Dion Fourie, who's had an amazing night coming on early. Aaron Smith, his final test for the All Blacks, can do nothing now.
Just to the left. Jack, you can put it on when I say when I say
23 seconds to go in the World Cup final. And Faf de Klerk will feed this scrum.
Time on. Crouch. Bind. Set. Hold.
New Zealand put the power on. Implore Wayne Barnes to make them feed it in. We'll have a reset. Time's off again. 7 seconds to go now.
Some wobbles there. You can see the All Blacks, they knew they had that one.
And that's why I've stopped the clock and we'll reset it. Just time your push, keep that break foot on.
Well, we saw Ben O'Keefe give a big decision South Africa's way in the semi-final against England.
Just to the left. Just wait for the ball to come in. Concentrate on your job.
All South Africa need to do here is win possession from this scrum. They get the ball off the field. Clock's in the red. De Klerk has it at the back. Power comes on from the All Blacks. Ball still on the field.
That's a more.
New Zealand looking for the steal here, right at the end of this test match. But it's over! It's over! It's a 4th Rugby World Cup for South Africa.